Uh-huh. Yeah, totally. Hi, I'm Echo, and thank you for getting me away from that person. And to show you my appreciation, you can sit, have some caliber, and watch this video on Polyamory. Polyamory is an indie dating simulator visual novel combined with a first-person shooter where you date your guns. And honestly, I haven't seen anyone talk about it, which is a shame because it's really good. So good that I'm going to quickly pause and encourage anyone watching to go play the game yourself if you haven't. It's free and I'll have the Steam page linked in the description. Now here's 5 seconds for you to go play it, because this video will obviously have spoilers. So now that you've hopefully gone and played the game, or you've already played it and never left, let's get into the video. So rather than how I'd normally start these videos, we're starting in the settings, where I went to check the game's controls and I found these fucking pronouns USA. What is a BDSM clown? I'm scared. So we can already tell this game is going to be amazing from that alone. Anyways, let's start a new game because I already started this and Day 6 convinced me to turn this into a video. We open to find ourselves on a black screen where we speak to ourselves about how there is no way back from where we've come from and we need to stick to our guns. Opening our eyes, everything is blurry and we can slightly make out a pill bottle with the sun beaming on us, set our mind fuzzy, and we realise we need caliber. Caliber! Totally not a psychedelic drug! We drag ourselves to the caliber and pop a pill, shutting our eyes as we hear a voice.
Oh, how long have you been out here?
This man, who our character thinks is French, sweeps us off our feet and takes us to his bunker. As we enter, this mystery man offers a cup of tea before apologising for not introducing himself earlier, and we meet TJ Remington of the Dartmoor Remingtons. And I chose for the character an understandable reaction. Jesus Christ, you've got a gun for a head! But we have nothing to worry about as he assures us he is unloaded and that there are others here that should be friendly. And we see 4 of the others, who I'll introduce later, and Remington explains how he found us popping caliber, though he encourages us to go into bed and have some tea as caliber can make us quite thirsty. Probably in some ways more than others. We wake up on day 1, gun day, and Remington offers to introduce us to the others after almost instantly shoving 2 pills of caliber into our mouth with water as we've woken up. So we already know our British boy Remington, so he skips himself and we meet Viper, and in Remington's words,
they're not the kind of gun you take home to mother.
Then we move on to Svetlana, and in her own words, is the group's mummy. And finally, we meet the twins, Marsh and Mello, and it is important to say, they are not related, and Remington leaves us to get acquainted with everyone. So I'm here with the guns now, so let's just...
The feds fear him, men wanna be him, ladies love him too.
listen to Colt Michigan. So during these visual novel sections in the bunker, we can listen to Colt Michigan on the radio with his podcast, The Michigan Experience, where he says the stuff that makes the most sense ever, like how you should keep a gun under a crib. Yes, some stuff that comes out are incredibly stupid. I'll randomly show things that he says. Anyways, I've gotten acquainted with everyone. So I go to Remington to have a chat with him, and he wants us to go do some target practice with him, to which he picks up on our character's nervousness and decides to ask,
"Oh my. I'm not your first, am I?"
And as an Australian, I don't know what a gun is, so obviously, no. Denial at its finest. And Remington wants me to load him where...
Yes. More. Fill me up.
Wow, this game has a lot of sexual references already. So after about 20 minutes of footage, we're finally in the shooting tutorial, and stepping outside, we see some cans appear that call Remington Lord Rimjob. So we shoot every can in sight before they move, and we repeat the process 3 times. Once all the cans are dead, a radio crackles to life nearby. Must be those cloud people. Fuck you, cloud person.
Oh man, you got me wrong, friend. I ain't no cloud person.
He's telling the truth. This isn't any cloud person. This is the GOAT Marcus. We'll be checking in with him at the end of each day. As the bunker opens back up, we go inside to sleep. But during the night, we get woken up by loud banging on the door, but Remington makes us go back to sleep. So we wake up and say hello to everyone and briefly listen to Colt, Michigan before going straight into the night where we leave the bunker and hear,
I call dibs on his stuff if he doesn't come back.
as we go out with Remington and meet the people trying to take our guns. So we kill them all and go say hello to Marcus, then go back to the bunker where we hear of a prophecy of someone who's meant to save the guns, and that person might be us. Then we go back to sleep. Waking up, I go to get to know Remington and tell him that the Queen died. Entering the night, you might have noticed this bar underneath Remington. That is his pleasure meter. Each gun in the game has a pleasure meter that fills up depending on how you use each gun, and Remington's increases by getting close-up kills. And once we fill each meter, we see... Oh.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Pump me, Daddy!
And then we speak to Marcus, and that's the end of day 3.
Deviled egg. I mean, we'll see them eat eggs all the time, but never a deviled egg. Why is that, people? Because a deviled egg has mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is made of soy. Those athletes need to perform at the top level, and they can't be putting that kind of soy garbage in their bodies.
What the fuck
They
did
know
I
it.
miss?
And while we're asking questions that the soy industry doesn't want us to ask, if
Sorry,
soy is
Bob, I'll
so
be with
good
you in
and
a
cheap
second.
to produce, then why do they need to push it so hard? I'll tell you why. It's not about sustainability. It's not even about the damn soybeans. It's about control.
So after I listen to Colt in the morning, we have a chat with Viper and learn their DTF. They meant down to fire. Before leaving the bunker during the night, we get a small update on soy from Colt, Michigan.
They're putting soy as an additive into damn near everything. You got soy in your bread, you got soy in your meats, you got soy in your clothing even.
Then we enter the night with Viper in hand and pleasure them by getting headshots, which Viper makes easy as when you aim with them, time slows. Going over to the radio tonight, we hear Marcus call himself Scope Daddy. And we learn he's been watching us at night through his scope. Anyway, sleepy time! Leave me alone.
These elites have been shifting and modifying our dogs to make them weaker and more fragile. Just the other day, I was walking around. I saw the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. A dog in a stroller, people.
What?
Now I asked that owner, why is your dog in a stroller? You should just put him down. Right there on the ground so he can walk around with you.
So the only thing of importance today is Marcus is missing. Waking up, we find the twins at our feet, and they want to join us tonight.
They're bedtime stories about drag queens.
What the fuck? So during the night, we pleasure the twins by getting combo kills. But more importantly, we found Marcus.
I myself saw a rather shapely barrel cactus the other day. Had me acting unwise. I was picking pricks off my pecker for hours.
You may be thinking that is what made this video a reality, but no, it's this.
Name's Xander, and I'm feeling thirsty.
Caliber really does make you thirsty, Jesus.
I knew you looked like the kind of guy who'd bang a cactus.
So I did what everyone else would do in that situation, and I got fucked by a cactus. Pain gives way to pleasure as you give everything to the succulent succubus. Do you understand why this needed a video now? It gets funnier from here. The only thing that really happens today is that Marcus is missing again. Today is the day I can finally start talking about Mummy. Wait, sorry, Mummy, sorry, Sveta. And we pleasure her with multi-kills, which is different from combo kills because it's one shot for Sveta, and she hurts if you shoot too close. We wake up on day 9 and get handed some caliber by Viper, and during the night Marcus says we may not hear from him for a while as the signal has been dropping off.
Might just be some kind of solar storm or something. That or they've vaccinated the airwaves.
I'll miss you every day till you're back, Marcus. So we wake up to Colt, Michigan, talking to a viewer about his supplements and...
Your drugs made the wiener fall off. Doctor says it ain't gonna grow back.
So anyways, we get up and see the guns wanting to tell us something. We have pleasured them all so well that they want our commitment, to which I accept joining the polycule. I haven't mentioned that. It's implied throughout the game that this is all just a polycule. So we celebrate me joining, and as we wind down, they talk about a dream they all have, a night where they're all satisfied, which is impossible unless we maintain them by oiling them up. And that's why they need our commitment, and we show this commitment by doing a one-night standoff with each gun. So from day 10 onwards, we must do a one-night standoff with each gun to get the right to oil them up. And once we've done their pleasure during these nights and we don't die, we oil the guns. And they moan as we do it.
Oh.
Then we cuddle with the guns once they've been oiled. She leads you to bed where you nestle into her muscular arms. You can't remember the last time you were held like this. She plays with the remains of your balding hair as you both drift off to sleep. And after I did all that, I got the random chance encounter for the game turning into a pooing simulator. Oh no. Gotta admit, not the brightest moment of the game, but you gotta do what you gotta do. After doing my poo and oiling everyone, night came, and it was time. Time for me to pleasure everyone at the same time!
Don't make me bet.
I can't wait anymore.
Oh!
Which once we do, we're all about to go back to the bunker for a cuddle pile, but everyone sees. I really wish my recording picked up my laugh, because I was not expecting that, and I was dying for a good couple of minutes. Anyways, back to the biblically accurate gun, also known as Slabriel, who says...
I am the deepest of states.
We finally found it, the deep state, and they're here to take our guns. Now I know I may not be allowed in the States after my JD Vance joke last video, but I know that I will never give my guns to the deep state. So now we're here fighting an angel because I refuse to give up on my guns, and it's a struggle to say the least. Especially because I didn't realize you need a certain gun at certain times to shoot the shield. But getting the shield down by a quarter, we hear a familiar voice. Oh.
Looks like you could use some help.
He found us!
It's me, Marcus Mann. A sniper rifle, and proud divorcee.
And that is now my wallpaper, and Marcus joins the loadout. We whittle down Slabriel's health until they've lost a quarter, and they take our guns, and vors them through their eye. Then they try to make us speak like adults, to which I say, how about get fucked? And I love them. Before I pop a pill of caliber and Slabriel drops us to the ground, and we crawl to take the remaining 6 pills we have, giving us the strength to turn our hands into finger guns. Anyway, I finger Slabriel to death and they fall. Wounded, they begin pleading with us, stating that none of this has ever been real, and no one is looking for us. This is all been us high on caliber, and the guns all say how they're real, despite just being guns by the bunker door. And Slabriel is us, and now we need to make a choice. Do we stay with our delusions, or do we leave? Go back to society? I genuinely thought about this until leaving it to fate. A single coin flip, which landed on staying, and we have an orgy in the bunker while Marcus watches. This was his choice. Sadly, there isn't really much post-game content on offer, besides finding hidden lore and getting any achievements you might have missed. Though there is this computer in the back room I haven't mentioned until now, which admittedly I only played Mind Smasher on. Instantly. No, you cannot win this. Now admittedly, I skipped a bit of this game in the video. Hell, I'm not even featuring one of the 2 endings in this game because I know some people will watch this first and then play the game themselves. So I've intentionally left things out, so I want to say again, if you haven't already, please go support the creators. They did an amazing job with this game and I hope to see more of them in the future. Anyways, make sure to drink some water and have a good one.